and welcome to this edition of Peak Life. Today we're going to be talking about a community initiative called Open Table, and joining me again is Mary Riley with Human Services and Sandy Shepard, Agape Feast Coordinator. Welcome.
Thank you.
So what is Open Table and how did it get started?
Open Table is a nonprofit organization that started and is headquartered in Arizona. They have over 33 different states that they're currently training folks in, and basically their mission is to help people that are experiencing difficult circumstances to be able to have community members come around them and help them achieve their goals so they can move forward.
Okay, so what are some of the models?
So the models, there's a core model, and basically you have about 4 to 10 people that are community members of all different either faith groups or businesses, school groups, that come together to help someone either with a certain goal or different goals that they have for their life to work on those and really help them achieve them while also building a strong relationship with them that hopefully will last for years to come.
So these are volunteers?
These are volunteers, and they really are helping to bring support services around the person.
Be friends with them and just really support them, like Sandy was saying, and just give them that extra oomph to make them feel like they're wanted and needed and can move forward.
So I would think, like, if someone maybe was in despair or just felt like hopeless because maybe they've tried to reach out and it's tough when you're down to pull yourself up.
Absolutely.
So the concept is to have people around you who may be able to help you get up and help assist you maybe with services or finding services.
Absolutely, and if you've ever gone through a hard time in your life or other family members, you might remember somebody who really was that pivotal person that helped you when you thought like all hope was lost on whatever the situation was, that you still look up to as a friend and a mentor that got you through that tough time and helped you move forward, and now you can look back on that and help other folks get through that same situation.
So these volunteers are instrumental in helping this individual or individuals achieve their goals.
Yes. And I think this is just a way to formalize relationships, not that we want to make relationships formal, but to help people understand that, yes, I've been doing this all my life in helping to support people. So now let me just do it. Let me just put it into practice a little more. Let me reach out to some of those people that are really in need and help support them. So we're hoping that Open Table can help. We're going to start by working with those that are experiencing homelessness. And hopefully, whether it's a individual or family, we can build relationships for them that will help to move them from their despair to a feeling of hope and a sense like, oh, I do have a purpose and I can make it.
And I would imagine if you find yourself in that situation, it can be so overwhelming. Like, where do I start?
Absolutely, and some of the services that are needed are very difficult to maneuver. Are somewhat frustrating sometimes. You might be on hold for an extended period of time, and so having someone be able to encourage you, like, no, we're just going to stay on the phone and talk, and this is what we need to do right now. And it's always like very rewarding to be able to know that different goals are now met for that person. So, it's rewarding for the person because they're meeting those goals,
Sure.
but then knowing like, hey, we did this, we got you through these different things, and let's go on to the next item.
So how does someone get selected to receive assistance from Open Door? If selected is the right word, I'm not sure if it is.
Well, we'll be referring folks from the Resource Center, those that are connected to the Resource Center or are clients of the Resource Center. Or it might even be that there might be folks that are on the street that others have met. So for example, Sandy and Agape Feast are providing lunches over at the South Norfolk Library. So they have a chance to meet others that aren't able to get to the Resource Center. And so they might wrap their arms around an individual or a family that's been, taking, getting lunches there, that they've been able to meet and already started to build relationships with. And that's really how Sandy got started. She and a group of folks were out feeding at the Walmart shopping area and met a gentleman who was in need. And they have truly wrapped their arms around him and brought him from feeling like he just couldn't do it to now where he's clean shaven, he's gotten a haircut. They've helped him find his Social Security. They've helped him find clothing and other necessary things that just make him feel like a human being. And so that's what we're hoping, that with Open
That's
Table,
wonderful.
we can do that with others.
A lot of challenges might be like someone who's like, well, I don't even know how to get to a computer much
Right.
less use one.
Right.
I think so. So that's great. So you're not necessarily sitting at a table. You may go right to where that person is.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Transportation is always a big issue.
Sure.
And so, yeah, it's not a set place. And so we can go to the folks, where they are.
So how would, if I was interested in volunteer, how would I do that? And where could I get more information about Open Table?
You can either contact Mary and her group at the Resource Center, or contact myself at agapefeastmeals@gmail.com.
Okay.
And, I can give you the Open Table opportunities and other Agape Feast opportunities, because there are many.
Right. Thanks so much for coming on. This sounds like a wonderful initiative. It really does.
Well, thank you, Karen, for
Thank you for
having us.
Anything that can help someone have that self-worth.
Yes,
is great.
yes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Well, that does it for this edition of Peak Life. Be sure to join us next time.